Hey traders, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm just going over some setups for the week. I'm going to try to pre-film a few videos so that I can stay on my daily upload game. We have a hurricane coming here tomorrow afternoon. So yeah, I'm going to be pre-filming today, but I figured I'd start with this one because there are a few setups that I'm eyeballing. So again, we're looking at the Euro USD. I know we've looked at this every time that I've done setups with you guys, but we are down at this support right now. So it'd be interesting to see, like, we're not quite coming up to that resistance anymore the last two times, which tells me we may get a push down. So let's see. Again, if we get a break here, I'll be looking to short. Okay. So yeah, we will see. Just completely depends. We are at a major reversal area. I know I've said this 1,000 times, but major reversal area within this kind of resistance zone. So we will see. We could still get another push to the upside and it might remain bullish. So we don't know, but that's what I'm looking for. So I want a break and then I want confirmation. So I want to, once I get a break on the 4 hour that looks like this, and it has to close above that support, I'm going to wait for a 15-minute bearish candle and enter on this guy. So that's where I'll be entering. We will see, but I'm keeping a close eye on that. Now, let me erase this. Let's go to a new pair. By the way, let me know what pairs you want to see, you guys. Like, I just go over the pairs that I'm kind of seeing the most action on, or like my pairs. I don't actually trade the Euro USD often though. It's just that this is such a good consolidation area. I'm sure we're all looking at that. So hopefully we don't get a fake out because this is such a long ranging area. Sometimes you will get a fake out like we had here, but just wait for your confirmation. We'll be okay. You can always get back in. I will look at gold. Everyone always wants me to look at gold. I understand why. I love gold. Okay, so we did get a break below this triangle. That's really interesting. So because we're getting such a strong break downward, I had mentioned to you guys I wasn't looking for sells. However, I mean, if you counter trade and you don't mind getting into the market, that could have been a good opportunity at the break of this line here, because we did break that triangle structure. Interesting to see now if we end up going. Let me just kind of zoom in. I'm on the 4 hour, by the way. Let me zoom in and see what zones we have coming up, because to me, the most significant lower zone is this here, right? Like, we've got nothing to go off of when we look at these areas. I hate that these are orange. Let me change these. Usually I keep my 4 hour zones blue. So let's just go back to that. I don't like orange. This is the most significant area because it's been tested before. Whereas like these kind of mini support and resistance, which are hardly being tested at all, these are new highs. So it's hard to say if price is going to respect them or not. We do have this area down here though, because price did reject it again. So we can go from this area here. So what I would wait for next, we do have a support. Price has been forming here, and we're just about at that. So if you don't mind counter trending, because we are bullish on gold, and normally we are in this type of market, I would wait for a break, right? A break of that zone, and you can get in. You could have gone in here, but it's a little bit late now. So wait for a break of this zone. That's at about 1910. Right? And then wait for your confirmation, and we can ride it down to this lower zone at 1860. So we can say this is TP1, and you can even try to ride it out to this really strong zone at like 18, let's say 05-ish. But definitely secure most of your profits here because we're in such a bullish trend. That's just an idea I'm having. Again, we could see just, a strong rejection off this support, and boom, she might go back up. So you really need to be watching the markets closely with gold because she's so volatile. It could really go either way. I'd also pay attention to news. So make sure there's no major news that could shift this in either direction, because it'll just wipe out whatever technical analysis that you do if it's strong enough. So that's that. What other pair should we look at? I usually like to look at like 3. I like looking at USD CAD. I know like GJ and UJ. Let's do UJ actually. I can't handle GJ right now. It's too early. I can't even look at it. Okay, so we've had some good. This is interesting. I think we looked at this. I think I was just doing an example actually here. And we had a major reversal area obviously right here, right? So we're just really bearish still. And so I'll show you what I'm going to look at right now. I know exactly how I would trade this. Very, very easy. So we have a support here, which has just been not quite broken. Price did actually close below here, below this zone. However, the only issue I'm having is that this candle on the 4-hour was bullish. So we're seeing a little bit of consolidation. If we get some nice momentum going downward, we can just sell this. So I'll try to post this right away in case, so some of you might be able to get in. But let's look at our structure on the daily and see if we're coming up to any major areas. So I'm going to zoom out because I want to see what areas we have coming up. We really don't have anything that's sticking out to me. Let's look at, I'm actually looking at the weekly now, guys. I'm just looking for our next. All right, so we have an area here that price has respected. So I'm just going to put a line in to show you what I'm looking at. So we obviously have this area here that's been broken. And then we have an area here that price has respected. Let's go back and just see. So if we boxed this in, and this is weekly, so it's going to be a big box. We're looking at, let me bring this over. I just want to make sure we're not close to that yet. No. Okay. So if we go back now to the daily, this is going to look huge on the lower time frames. Let me change this to something different. I'll make this one orange because it's a weekly zone. If we go back to our 4-hour now, we can see that that's kind of the next area we're going to ride down to. I would look more at this line because this is such a big area on the 4-hour. And that's because it's a weekly zone. That's normal for it to look this big. But you could ride down to within this area. Okay. We don't have great structure there. I'll be honest. There's nothing that's recent enough that kind of excites me, but I would try to ride down to this area. A little tip for you, if you're taking a breakout trade and you don't have like a really strong structure below that you can ride zone to zone, trail your stop. So set your stop loss like here, above that zone. So it's tight enough. Enter when you can, when you get some strong momentum, and then trail your stop loss. MT4 I trade with Black Bull and they have really good features where you can just automatically trail your stop, but trail your stop every 4-hour candle. Like do it here. I know that's messy, but that's what I'd be looking at. I wouldn't be looking to counter this trend. Definitely not. And I think I'm going to leave you there. I'm going to keep this short and sweet, but let me know what type of, or what currencies you want me to mark up. Doesn't have to be a currency. It could be an index. It can be whatever. I'm not going to do stocks because I just don't trade them. But anything else, let me know. I'll definitely show you. These are just my opinions, of course. Take it or leave it. You definitely don't need to apply it. I'm definitely not always right. But yeah, I will see you guys in tomorrow's video.